Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am having my tteokbokki, Korean rice cakes, craving satisfied, as well as Korean fried wings. So let's dig in because I'm starving. So these are, I should know what these are. I know they're just like rolls with seaweed and I don't know what's inside. But I've seen a lot of this. I've never had rice cakes from this place, so it'll be a first. And usually they don't have this on top, but I'm very delighted that they do. It's like battered seaweed. Yeah. It's a rice roll wrapped in, it's like a rice roll. It's rice rolled up in seaweed. Delicious. I'm gonna try to get the cheese to melt a little bit. Oh my gosh. I kind of wish there was more cheese though, because you know you can never have too much cheese unless you're lactose. It's hot. So not as spicy. The red pepper sauce isn't as spicy as other places, which I'm kind of happy about because I really have not been eating spicy lately. And I don't know, I just don't feel the desire to anymore. It's so weird how I was so crazy into spice. Like I had to eat everything with it and now I don't really. But I feel like I should in case I need to, like, you know, in case I want to eat spicy noodles later. Like, how am I gonna tolerate that? So this is a fish cake. I really love the chewiness of this rice cake because it's not too tough at all, but it's like the perfect amount of bounce. What's this? Oh, onions and cheese. It's melting pretty well. I was gonna plate this all on like a flat plate, but I figured that it would be so much easier to just leave it in the container so I don't spill it everywhere or take a while to get the rice cake, because I think the last time I had the tteokbokki, I had it on a plate and it took me forever to pick them up, so I learned my lesson. The sauce is very sweet compared to other places I've had, which I'm not complaining about. I actually really like it. I've had these wings on my channel before. I think the last time I had this, I also ate them with their kimchi fried rice. That's probably what I ate them with. And so they have half spicy sauced wings, and then the other half is soy garlic. And I remember, as if my memory serves me correctly, I think I like the soy garlic better because the spicy ones tasted just like the soy garlic and not even that spicy. But I guess we'll just see. We'll try. Let's go for the spicy first. This is my first time getting a wing instead of a drum. This is called a flat, not a wing. Right? Flats and drums. Yeah. Oh. I taste a bit of spice. Yes. Mmm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Yummy, yummy. I actually very like the spicy wings this time. There is much, like, perfect amount of spice for me right now. So I would say they're mild. Very mild spicy wings. So I have, don't mind my nails, guys. I have not had my nails done. And I usually, like, this hand is like, I kind of kept it natural with clear, with like a clear coat. But then my left hand is my dominant hand. So at work, they're constantly breaking. So there's like 2 short nails. And I just really need to just go get them done. I just haven't like felt the desire to, I guess. I feel like a lot of my desires that I used to have are like gone. Maybe we can blame the quarantine or something. But yeah, I guess the desire for spicy foods and the desire to get my nails done or have them done all the time is like, you know, non-existent. So this is a strawberry banana juice. I feel like the ice definitely melted down because then I can't really taste it as much. So good. Yum, yum, yum. So the pickled radish is not as pickled as I would like. They're tasting like very bland today, which is so sad. I mean, radish is supposed to come pickled, right? That's why they call it pickled radish. So I haven't done a Miss Eatery Eats and Answers in a while, so I wanted to do that today, especially because I feel like it's very relevant in my life right now. So this viewer had asked, how did I get, like, how do you get, I'm gonna probably rephrase what they said and talk as them. So they had asked, how and when did you get into the practice of meditation? I find it so hard to stay focused and always find myself distracted when I attempt to. What else? That's basically what they were asking. Just like, what do I do to keep in routine and keep my routine of doing it and how to get good at it, basically. So I wanted to answer this question today because I've been really struggling with my meditation practice. I am very, very consistent. I do it every day. I wake up, like the first thing I do is do my yoga stretches, and that'll be like at 6 a.m. and then I will meditate right after. And yes, I find myself always, like, my problem is that I'm consistently thinking of what I'm going to do next, like the next thing I'm going to do. And then I don't know why it's been really hard for me to let go of that. I can say it's anxiety because the days that those thoughts are very prevalent are the days where I do find myself more anxious. Let me take a bite before this gets cold. I am definitely wishing there was more cheese in here. Next time I think I just have to add more cheese. And I also wish I added ramen because I love ramen and rice cakes together in this sauce. So much different textures and different ways of eating. Oh, it's going up my nose. It's not even that spicy and now it's killing me. Mmm. These are the soy garlic wings. So I just want to give a little history about my meditation of when I started. I would say I started about 2 to 3 years ago. I can't pinpoint exactly when. I would say 3 though. 3 years ago. And this is when I was really getting into spirituality, and this is when my journey first began. And that's when I started getting really into crystals and stones and all that. And then I found myself being able to meditate up to 20 whole minutes. I feel like that's honestly so long for me now, because even 5 minutes is hard for me. Like, I find myself not like checking my phone and being very distracted. So, but I just realized that during that time, I'm honestly not trying to clear my head as much. I'm actually imagining, I'm doing visualization rather than focusing on my breath, because I'm very like a fast body. It's hard for me to just sit there and think about nothing. So I think, so I guess a tip that if you're struggling like I am, I realize that maybe trying to clear my mind is a little bit too hard for me. I can do it, but I just can't do it for a long period of time. So I feel like if you start feeling a little hesitant and your mind starts to wander, it's like, oh, I can't do this anymore, I will start visualizing. What I would do is I visualize the people I love, and then I would visualize myself sending light to them. White light, that's just it just helps me. But then at the same time, I feel like you're sending good energy to your loved ones. And then I remember, I read this from somewhere that this is how you can meditate if you find that it's too hard to just sit there and quiet your quiet mind. And then you visualize yourself. I like to visualize my past, my inner child, myself in the present, and then my future self. And I would send white light to my beings as well. And then lastly, I remember actually picturing like the whole earth. I don't know, I just pictured the planet, because I'm like, I don't know how I could imagine everyone, but I just imagine sending white light to them as well, because I feel like that will help me practice be kind to everybody, because my temper be short. So yeah, I feel like that really helped me push to the 20-minute mark. I was like, how did I do that? And then before that, I would do a full whole body scan. To start with your face, like literally every muscle in your face. You just untense it all. And everything, and mostly your shoulders. A lot of tension sits in our shoulders because that's just where it is, or your neck. So untense everything in your body, and that's what I guess you should start out with first. Look at me talking when waving the chicken around. I hope that wasn't annoying. Mm. Mm. Yummy. I find myself really wanting some cheese sauce. So if I had some cheese sauce right now, it would be so, so good. So I chose to answer this question because actually this morning when I found myself really struggling to meditate, I went on Pinterest and I looked up, I kind of did a little bit of, like a bit of research to maybe ease my resistance because it feels like my body and my mind does not want to do it lately, the past week. And I just wanted to state some benefits of meditation because I found one of those informative, pictures. And then, so the first thing is, of course, it decreases stress and your blood pressure. What else? I'm thinking out. It helps retain your memories. So the more you practice meditation, the more your mind is able to, improve its memory capacity, long and short, which is great because I like remembering things. I don't like not remembering certain things, or for me, I feel like I actually retain what people say very, very well. Like I remember stuff you say from, but which is a good thing because I try to remember what people like. So I just know for later on, like what they like and what they dislike is just a good thing it's just like good little things to know about people. And what else does it do? Definitely helps with your creativity. I feel like when your mind isn't swirling with all these thoughts that aren't relevant to the moment, then you can find yourself stuck in a creative funk if you're trying to be creative in that period. So I feel like if you're able to push everything else aside that doesn't matter right now, you can really focus on what you're trying to focus on. So I feel like there's so many benefits to meditation. I wish I read it into more because I wasn't planning to do this question today, but then I just wanted to name some benefits. But then I'm sure there's 1,000 more. And yeah, so my tips I want another one of the spicy ones. So my main tip is to do it every day. Like just do it every day. I know how easy it is to stop because I remember how I started 3 years ago. I actually went a whole year without doing it because I just stopped wanting to do it. Like I just stopped making it a priority. So now I've actually been meditating 2 months straight, and I feel like it has definitely helped me so much mental wise. It's helped me with my emotion control in a sense. Not as much as I would like it to, but I think it's because I haven't put so much focus and time. I only give myself like 5 to 10 minutes, and it's been 2 months, so I feel like I should try to push it longer. But for the beginners, I feel like you guys should definitely just try 5 to 10. Just don't push yourself or just like get discouraged if you can't go that long. If you can't do 5 minutes, at least 3, because each day it will get easier. It will definitely get easier because that's with everything else. If you do it every day, it will definitely get easier. And then just my second tip is to definitely push it longer. So that's what I'm going to implement. I'm actually going to try to do it later on today again. And then maybe aim for like 10 minutes because I haven't done 10. So I'm just going to try to aim and see if I can do it. And third is that if you can't just focus on your breath, try to do visualizations and body scans, because as long as you're looking within yourself, that's meditation to me. And yeah, it's starting to get hot. It definitely feels like summer, guys, right? I don't know why I'm eating down here and you guys can't even see what I'm doing. I honestly just want to go to the beach. That's like all I want to do lately. Go to the beach, and read. I'm on The Alchemist right now. That's the book I'm on. But I can't find myself to like read it to the point where I can't put the book down, Like when I'm growing up, I was a huge reader. I read so many books. And I was the type of reader that once I started, I wouldn't be able to stop. I'll literally just go on and just like the whole day and finish books in like within a day. So, but now I find that I don't do that anymore. And it kind of makes me like sad because I'm like, I don't know if it's like me or it's the type of books I've been getting into. So if you guys have any suggestions to what books are like a non-put downer, like you can't put it down, I would love to get your suggestions. But The Alchemist is actually very good. I'm starting to see there's like a lot of like hidden lessons and like wisdom in that book that I'm starting to see and pinpoint. But I just haven't found like my passion of reading it yet. Like I'm not like, oh my gosh, I need to read it. You know, I kind of have to tell myself to read it. So, I feel like I'm eating really slow today, guys. Am I? But I'm eating like very slowly and calmly. I feel like usually I just chow down, don't even breathe, and I'm like constantly burping. I'm not burping or anything right now for some reason. But I don't want to do such a long video where you guys get bored. I've seen mukbangers do hour-long mukbangs. That's like crazy. I can't eat for a whole hour, but I feel like you guys will get tired of just get tired of watching me eat. This is the cheese right here. So excited. I love strawberry banana. Like whoever made that combo, whoever come, I can't even talk. Whoever invented that combo is freaking brilliant. Like how did they even like come up with that? They just mixed it together and was like, whoa. All right, I'm getting kind of full. Maybe because it's getting hot. When it's hot, like I just wish I had like central AC because I feel like I can literally eat all day with the central AC out here. But I'm out in the living room and there's no AC. There's only AC in my bedroom. So these are the last 2 rice cakes. Actually, no, there's 3. So so I have some exciting news for you guys that aren't on Instagram because I posted on my story about an app that I will be on. I'm actually on right now, but I will do an official video on it on my next video. Oh, I want to do 2 at once, but it's hard to get these. Okay. Okay, I can do this. Oof. Okay, so I'm full. Rice cakes are so filling. I feel like I ate way more when I had the kimchi fried rice with these wings. But rice cakes be like, it's also, I believe, the red pepper sauce. Red pepper sauce sits in your stomach because it's so creamy and heavy. I love how this place, I'm going to let you guys know where I got this from. This is from Bonchon. So they give little napkins. They didn't last time, but I feel like this is so handy because it is pretty messy. Sauce everywhere on my fingers. Okay, so let's get into the rating. The meal today, I would give it a 4.5. Just because this disappointment right here. I feel like pickled radish with Korean dishes is just so, like, it just has to go together. They just belong together for me. So it honestly tastes like nothing, like just radish, just, you know, plain radish. And I love the pickledness of it. So I'm a bit sad. And I did pay an extra $2 for them. So I'm a little disappointed. But anyways, besides that, everything else was actually spot on. It's so funny that I like this flavor better than the soy garlic because the last time I had this, it was the other way around. But the batter on the chicken wings today is actually so good. Like it's still very crispy, as you guys can hear and you guys can tell, but it's not like too battery. Like it's just a perfect amount. It's like very airy. These chicken wings are very airy today, and the meat isn't dry at all. And they are a good size, like they're pretty chunky. So, and then the rice cakes were like a perfect amount of spice. I was able to finish it all. The only thing is that I wish there was more cheese. Guys, I like love rice cakes with so much cheese on it, but I guess some people wouldn't, so I understand why you wouldn't just melt cheese all over that, but I think I should just order more cheese next time. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Also turn on push notifications, and I'll see you next time. Peace.